Hello, Radiant Lights. So great to connect with you again. So enjoying our connection. Those of you that have been leaving me comments, so appreciate you. Any way that you're connecting, I really do. Some of you have been connecting with me through Patreon and MentorCam. And some of you I've done personal readings for and coaching sessions, and that has given me even extra joy. So I want to thank you for trusting me on your path. If you're new to my channel, ways to connect with me are in the description box below. Some of you have emailed me about MentorCam. You can connect there. There's ways to do so, or how you do so is in the description box below. It's an app. I believe you can also access on the desktop as well, or download the app and you can just ask me anything that your heart's desire. And it's for guidance and soul path advice, life advice. If you take a look at my website, you can see my background and ways that I can assist you and help you on your path. So, all right, so we're going to be doing a pick a card for the week, or actually pick a deck, an oracle deck for the week. I really was drawn to use these decks because there's so much powerful energy this week and in July, a lot of transformative energy. I think you're going to find where I'm hearing the dust will settle, and where there's been gaps or you've been uncertain about something, there's going to be clarity. There's a lot that seems to come together in July. There's a lot of breaking apart. There's also an energy of coming together. It depends where you are on the cycle. Or many of you are going to see things, how they're potentially breaking apart or shifting or moving around differently in your life. And this could be friends, family, colleagues. This could be your own interests as well are changing, okay? So there's a lot of change, and there's a lot of energy below the surface that is moving people towards wanting to take definitive action, okay? So this coming week, you might not be able to take action, but you're going to feel like, okay, it is moving where I can start taking action, or you're going to see the openings. Even if it's weeks or months down the road, you're going to say, oh, okay, I know why this isn't working out, or why I can't move forward on this, or why I've seemingly been delayed or blocked. You're going to have a lot more information about your path. As always, the timestamps are in the description box below, so if you want to skip this portion of the video, feel free to skip ahead to the timestamps. Now, I'm also going to be looking as above, as so below. I love this Book of Shadows and the as above and so below deck. Being an advanced metaphysician and spiritualist, as well as alchemy trained, I just love the synergy of these two decks and how they work together. Barbara Moore is the author of them, and I will be putting them in the description box below per your request. That's another thing. Please, whatever you want. I did a poll last month, I think, on the readings that most of you wanted. And then I did that. So don't be afraid or to hold back to put, oh, I'd love to do this, or I'd love if you could do this reading, or could you do a reading focusing on this? And I'll definitely, bring it into the readings that I'm doing. This is for all of you. This is for all of us, I guess I should say. But this is your place, and I really want to create a space, a place that you can feel that you're connecting more and more with people, maybe seeing some of the same people commenting, that you're able to, hone your own intuitive skills by trusting your intuition, by the cards that are drawn to you. And as well as, hopefully consider this a place for support for you also on a soul level. So this is going to be soul story number 1, number 2, and number 3. And I think we're just going to pause there, let you get a nice little look at everything. All right, and I'm just going to go straight through because it's the week. And although I'm getting very different, I feel like this is going to be a very varied week. So many of you, even your own friends or family or people that are close to you, are going to have very different experiences of what's happening. And it's really honing you to the individual aspect of your being. I think this month, this whole month, and definitely the next 3 to 6 months, we're going to really come in contact with our differences, with our uniqueness, with how we are source energies separated out, not separate from each other, interconnected to each other, from the same substance of each other, from the same source, but very unique in some ways and perhaps very different in some ways. You might be even asking yourself, how do I figure this out? Or how do I figure this person out? Or I can't figure this person out. I can't figure what is their motivation, what are they about? And you'll be learning that sometimes the goal is not to figure people out. It's just to connect with them how you connect with them, to understand them to the degree that you understand them. Now, what this is doing is it's bringing everyone more into the heart space, okay? Because a lot that's going to be happening, you're not going to be able to understand intellectually. In other words, you're not going to be able to say, because my friend did A, B, C, and D, that means they care. Or my friend did A, B, C, and D, and that means they don't care. Or my partner or significant other, or my child is doing really well because they did A, B, and C. Or they're not doing very well because they could only do A and B. So you're going to have to start looking more from a soul level. What is that individual's capabilities, their talents, their uniqueness? What are their gifts? What do they really want to do? Because something that you perceive as not doing well, actually in their soul's unfoldment and their soul expression and soul experience, it could be very well. It could be that they're not meant to be experiencing their path like you experience your path. So you're going to start seeing some differences on people's paths. And some of you, it might be a little shocking, like, oh, I didn't know you like that, or we're into this. Or you might be questioning, does that mean we're not compatible? I think we're going to be learning a lot about what is true compatibility. How much do you have to be the same or think the same way as someone else to be compatible? And I think if we're going to look astrologically, we go back to that second house, values, principles, and beliefs. We may see that someone has similar values, principles, and beliefs, or maybe even the same values, principles, and beliefs, but they express them or experience them differently. I went out the other day with a friend of mine, and I had this amazing macrobiotic bowl that I liked the smoked tofu, and they like this, I think it's called seitan, which I've tried before. I don't like it. It's like this granulated wheat, I think, or tempeh. They had tempeh, seitan or tempeh, Seitan or tempeh. Anyway, it's glue. I don't know what it is. I think someone said it is tofu, but I just don't like the consistency of it. I don't like the taste of it. But I love tofu, and especially if it's grilled or, sauteed in something nice. But okay, those are two things. But I really don't like tempeh. I mean, I've had it every now and then, but I can tolerate it. But it doesn't make my heart sing. I like stir-fried vegetables with tofu or something. But I think they're made from the same substance, right? Soybean. So I know that's kind of a silly example, but that's what I'm talking about. So I would say we all need to check ourselves before we say yay or nay, or before we cut someone out or jump into something or jump out of something, especially with people around you right now. If you push too much this week, it could cause disruptions and eruptions that disrupt your flow or what you have going on. I think it's time to give people time to acclimate to the energy pattern that's coming in, where our blueprints are being revised of how we experience and express on the earth plane. So there could be some things that are quite jarring, but if you take a breath and go, okay, I don't understand that, I don't get that, maybe I wouldn't have responded that way, but something is up, or That's how they're choosing to respond for some reason inside their own individual mind. Things will start evening out towards the middle and to end of July. All right, so story number 1, number 2, and number 3. Let's get at it. Okay, let's see here. I'm actually going to put these over here. I need to resand my table. It's a card stick. Okay, so that was 1, 2, and 3, right? 1, 2, and 3. So make sure you know. All right, let's see. So we're going to look and see, well, what's at the bottom of the deck? Sticking shapeshifter, transform and unveil your gifts. Okay, I'm actually going to keep that because that's, to me, what I'm talking about. It's got to use your wisdom, and also with that wolf there, it's also about finding your tribe, your clan. All right, so we're going to look and see what is coming up for you. What are your gifts, some of your talents, your abilities that you're bringing in this week? What is the focus for you this week? She-wolf, unleash the wild within. Well, this is definitely, to me, screaming that you need to be a bit braver about putting yourself out there and just your true you and less diluted. Druid, hold the space. Now, this to me is, for some of you, this is about some kind of event, something that you're going to be doing where you're going to be holding the space literally for others, I'm hearing. But this is also holding the space for yourself. Think hermit with the staff there and the crystal. Also ask yourself this week, what are you wanting to amplify in your life? What is amplifying in your life? Okay, we're going to do a 7-card spread. We're going to look at the energy of the situation that you're finding yourself in, whether it's career, work, business, relationship, family. What is the situation, and what is, let's see, and your energy in it, and let's see if there's any challenges or blocks. What's the process? I'm hearing three shuffles. And this is more of the undifferentiated energy. This is the energy that's coming through from source. And then we're going to look at, with the green cards at the below, how is this manifesting for you? Okay. Crone of fire. Okay, you've got to use your wits this week. Okay, soul story number 1. You're also your imagination, and you have to change your perspective this week. That shapeshifter, also I feel like there might be some people that you're shape-shifting into a different form, or kind of like an invisible cloak, because you don't want to be seen right now, or maybe have certain conversations, because you're focused on your path at this time. There's something that you're really wanting to manifest, or some of you are manifesting it now. You want to generate it. You want to amplify it. Okay, let's see what's 7 of fire, courage. So there is going to be this energy from source energies about courage and boldness and stepping out more. Just like what the she-wolf says, unleash the wild within. So how can you be less censored and less structured? Your energy is the 10 of earth. So a lot of you are feeling very stable, very secure, but you know there's some level. Think transparency, vulnerability. What do you need to express or experience? What do you need to expose? Or are you stepping out there more and feeling more exposed in your life? This is the energy that you're putting out. 7 of swords, chance. So there's some uncertainty or instability in your manifestations. That's what the 7 of air is, or 7 of swords. Metaphysically and esoterically, it is sustained effort that hasn't yet been revealed. So you don't yet know the payoff of your sustained effort, okay? But now the universe is bringing you 8 of air, is bringing you a paring down and a focusing. So There may be some things that you feel restricted from, or you might feel that you are restricted by your circumstances. But that restriction from the universe is causing you to pare down, is causing you to take a chance. There's something new that you need to take a chance on. Okay, here's the issue, is the soul call. You're in a next level of awakening. So you may have been trying to think this. You have to be more spontaneous this week. Not reckless, but spontaneous, okay? So what will help you is the 6 of fire, belief and trust. So there is this belief or trust that's coming through. And then you've got the Fool. Okay. So I feel, okay, so Spirit is just sending you a lot of messages. Soul story number 1. You're being so guided. And remember, the guidance is divinely guided. So you're getting an instinctual awareness of what's changing, or what you have to change, or who's coming in your life or out of your life. You're getting some precognitive dreams, visions. Your intuition, your psychic ability is getting ramped up, because you know there is something new. You can feel the change. You can feel something is about to pay off, something big. But you have to be yourself. You can't censor. Now, you can find a way to adapt or be adaptable, be, have mutual compromises in a way that doesn't compromise your self-worth, okay, or your truth. So we've got here the Queen of Wands. Okay, this is an adventure and adventure coming through. Okay, Knave of Wands. So again, growth, transformation, messages, for some call to work. Things start picking up. 9 of Cups, you're feeling good. So this week, some wish fulfilled. Something that you've wanted to have happen, some completion is coming in, or the end is in sight. It's in the next couple weeks if it doesn't complete this week. 6 of Cups, there's a blessing, there's a gift, a dream, a vision returns, a goal, a person, a situation, and it's right under, okay, so this is why. See, what Spirit is doing, some things are being blocked from you. You may feel that you're hemmed in and there's not something you could do, or there's some goals or some decisions you wanted to make that you can't make right now. There's a reason for this. You really have to have trust and faith, because something is coming around that if you would have overcommitted yourself or committed yourself to something that wasn't right, it would end up not working out for you, okay? And 7 of Wands, again, some of you are teaching. You're learning something new. And the biggest thing for you, soul story number 1, is you're learning how to show up differently, to adapt to each situation. You're not showing up prefab, okay? You're not showing up with conditioned response patterns. You're responding to the moment, and people are noticing it's working. There's an alignment that's happening for you in your life right now with whatever your dreams, goals, or visions are. There's this alignment that is now happening. And there it is, the 4 of Wands. So that is the issue. That is the process, or the antidote is complete. Let things complete now in your life, whatever that means to you. Let yourself go to your own next stage. Don't be looking back and checking where you were, or certain people coming with you. No, make your decisions on your own. Follow through on your own. 2 of Swords. Okay, so this is preparing you. This new opening, this Fool card here, this new opening brings you into a new direction. Now, it may be this month. It's for sure within the next 3 to 6 months. There is, between now and the end of the year, and if you're watching this later, like if you're watching this in the fall or next year, it's a 3 to 6 month cycle. where you have decisions to make to go in a new direction. Okay, let's see if we have any advice from the Astro Dice. Yeah, you've got Neptune and Cancer in the 10th house. So you're on your path to destiny. Again, you cannot will this to happen. It's Neptune is there, and Cancer. It's all about the feels. Feeling, does this fit right? Does it feel right? Does this resonate? Is this coherent? How does this make me feel? Trusting the intuition. Some of you, this is about manifesting a dream, a goal, a desire, and nurturing it into existence. You're nurturing something into existence. Or if it's starting to manifest, or if it's already manifesting, you're still having to nurture it. Be it a career, lifestyle, a choice, a relationship, it doesn't matter. Your health, you're nurturing things. Also, certain women will be very important, or people, or with that Cancer in there, or there could be issues around mother or mothering that come up for you. Or for some of you, it's your mother chose something for you and you're choosing something differently. You're choosing differently and you're choosing something different. So maybe they chose by analyzing or doing what the career counselor said, but you're choosing differently. You're using a different aspect of you to choose in your life. Okay? So your soul insights mantra is, I choose accurately, I choose by my truth, and I live connected to my soul. So this is about connecting to the passion, the purpose within you, which is what comes from the soul. If the decisions, the major decisions don't come up this week, let it be. Allow it to just be, because it's going to happen naturally. You're not going to have to push to make a decision. All right, soul story number 1. Let me know how this resonates for you, please. And then we're going to go now to soul story number 2. I'm hearing radionics. Some of you could be healers, teachers. Maybe you're getting radionics or use a radionics machine. There's something about dialing in like a radio. So a lot with radio frequency. Yeah, perhaps something with electromagnetic rays. Okay, let's see what's coming. 4th chakra, Archangel Raphael. So deep healing work, healing on the throat, or 4th chakra. There could be something with the throat. Blossoming abundance is what's coming in from spirit. 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. Okay, Uriel does like to, it could be very musical, by the way, Uriel, but also does like to help us in new directions or release things, okay? Where Raphael may be like nurturing us along and healing, especially in areas of love, Uriel gives us the courage to take flight and perhaps even move on, is what I'm hearing. So there could be something that you're moving on from, or someone that you're moving on from. It could be a habit. It's something that you have realized somehow limits your view of yourself or limits your life. So there's something that's opening up. Now, some of you could be receiving, again, increase financially, but you're getting more of what it is that you need more of, is what I'm hearing. So Spirit bringing you 5 of Wands. Well, it is the energy to keep on going on, and that is the courage to move forward, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, there we go. 8 of Fire. You're showing up as moving forward. So some of you, there is a heart healing, or you're drawing in a heart-connected relationship, or more heart-connecting relationships. Oh, look at that. 2 of Water. I want to say this could be creative, collaborative relationship, but I feel for some of you, there is somebody, you're going to be meeting someone, or an existing relationship gets more connected, maybe solidifies more. Let's see, 9 of Swords, but you need to do healing. So soul story number 2, you need to take responsibility for whatever it is that you need healing on a heart level. don't want to, this next cycle you're going in, you want to make sure that you aren't blocking your good coming to you, your abundance. You don't want to be blocking that abundance. Look at that nine of air is right there, that 9 of swords. So you even see in this tree that there's a lot of abundance and there's a lot of ideas, but there's also the idea that there might be too much going on, or too much anxiety, or too much, you're not having the right way to release the energy. I think speaking it, singing it, speaking it if you need certain conversations to have. 4 of air. So there's a lot of air here and fire. So you've got the 4. So there's something you have to just let go of. Don't try to fix it, whatever it is. This is what you don't see, is love. The 1 of chalices, Ace of Cups. This is what you don't see, and this is the issue. The issue is to love despite betrayal or disappointment, being hurt. And 9 of water, wish fulfilled. Look at that, fulfillment, being filled up, fulfilled in life. So many of you are feeling this on your own, and you'll be attracting someone if that's what you want. Whatever it is you're wanting to attract, you are moving into a space of being able to do that. You are living at a higher frequency energy. Some of you have been, and you notice the situations that you're drawing in. Okay, so we're going to go 3 shuffles. Yeah, so let's kind of look and see, how is this manifesting 3D for you? 5D, are you living out this 5D and above? And then how does it have to do with more the mundane aspect of life? Which is, how is it going to unfold for you, and what do you need to do? 1 more shuffle. Oops. Oh, okay. These cards. Okay, I'm going to leave those out just in case. Cards do weird things. Now these shuffle weird because they have a weird gloss. But you've got 3 of Cups, 3 of Chalices, King of Chalices, Page of Swords, and Queen of Swords. Okay, so some of you, this is about being accepted within a group or company or something, and you're wondering, or some of you are having to write something. I want to say acceptance speech, or you're writing something that goes in circulation. Could be social media. Maybe you're writing up contracts, or you have to look over a contract, or you have to write something up for work, is what I'm hearing. And someone is also going to be helping you with this write-up. This is very specific message, is what I'm hearing. It is learning something new. This week and the next couple weeks brings a lot with communication, conversation, negotiating something. And a time is set to meet for something. Okay. All right, you've got the 2 of Wands. So you're handling this energy well. You're going from the 5 to the 2. And 2 is mastering the energy. It's a form of self-mastery. You're mastering your own particular individual energy, as well as the energy of the situation. And you've got the Sun card coming up over 8 of Fire. Now, some of you, this is, I'm hearing call back, or you get called back. The project is okayed, or something is okayed. If this is, for some of you, involving a relationship, it goes amazingly well. Or if it's hit a snag, then it works itself out, or you guys come to a conclusion. Definitely a lot to do with creativity, collaboration, getting together with friends, more socializing. Some of you are getting some kind of job that you really love. And then we've got the Knave of Chalices. Okay, Page of Cups right under the 2 of Cups. So this could be blossoming love. Or a project that you really love, an art project, something you're doing that is blossoming that you really love. And you're starting to see yourself more clearly. You're starting to see the real you. And here does the Emperor. So for many of you, this has to do with work. Aries energy moving forward. The Tower is coming under the Four of Air. So if you have been more detached, you're going to be more bonded with something or someone. If you've been more on the down low, if you've been more withdrawn or quiet or you know, kind of in your little castle, your sanctuary, you haven't felt like perhaps socializing or mixing it up, that's going to be changing. Okay, and then you've got the stars. You've got the Star card. Well, again, there could be offers, whether it's this week or by the summer months, work, a new direction, love, a relationship, something that brings a lot of fulfillment to you. And then we've got the Six of Wands. So not the energy, okay, so the universe is bringing you a wish fulfillment, okay? The energy around you is completion. It's absorbing the light, absorbing more of the higher frequency energy, absorbing more light and sharing it with the world, basically shining, okay? And that brings some kind of victory, some kind of acclaim, some kind more acknowledgement. It brings you being able to move in a new direction where you're really being seen, okay? That's a big message. It's time that you're really seen. If people are not really seeing you or they want you to be back in the old form, you just don't have it, just let it be. Just keep being you. Keep being you. Keep being this new form of you. All right, let's look at the astral dice. Any additional messages? Oh, look at this. Okay, you've got the 5th house, you've got the moon in Virgo. So that to me, other than it's creativity, it's your self-expression, it's your self-esteem, your self-worth, your belief in yourself is coming up in your work, in your creative projects. If this is about children, something comes back around. If they haven't been feeling well, or you've been taking care of children, maybe they've been sick or restless or just going through whatever they're going through, it does come back around with a little TLC, with a little love, with a little more patience. Not that you don't love them, but you know what I mean, is like kind of listening more, active listening. For many of you, this is a relationship that blossoms slowly. And it is also about creativity, that you're structuring something new. Also, I want to say, make sure you have time for your creativity, your self-expression, your creative projects. Something that is very beneficial to you, but also that is close to your heart, that you really love doing, you're going to be able to do more of. By you following your bliss, soul story number 2, you are creating more and more of the life of your dreams, the life you really want to live. And also the version of you, of how you're showing up, okay? You're seeing yourself much more clearly. You are attracting, if this is for some of you about a relationship, you are attracting a very, very good, healthy, sound, beautiful relationship. And that also goes for work situations as well. You're getting a lot of cooperation from the universe right now. All right, your Soul Insights mantra is, I am open to the abundance that the universe is offering me. And I am appreciative of the abundance I receive in all its forms, okay? Because some of you, it is about a relationship. I got to say that. Some of you, it's a manager or representative. Somebody's going to help you with the work that you do now. Okay, they're going to help you get out there more. Okay? All right, soul story number 2. Let me know how this resonates for you and how it unfolds. Yeah, kind of like 2 stories in one. Got a little individual story there for someone, but I feel like someone really needed to hear that. So I look forward to connecting with you in the comments. All right, see you in the next reading. Okay, so we're going to start soul story number 3. And all of a sudden I started thinking of pancakes. and smelling pancakes. I'm not craving pancakes. I so rarely eat them. But breakfast in bed. Could be a romantic holiday for someone, a little getaway time, or there's going to be a really nice, whether on your own or with a significant other or friends or family, there's going to be a really nice time of nurturing and kind of, could be this weekend, could be like Saturday, Sunday, whatever, taking the day off. It's really good for you is what I'm hearing. Oh, look at this, a change in the wind. The fates. So you're on your path to destiny, you're being guided. Okay, 2 wanted to come out here. 1 is chop wood, carry water, and this also between worlds. So I definitely feel that you are not only, you're between worlds, there is a change in the wind, there is change coming, but it's planned for change. This is change that you've been planning on, that you know is there, that is around the corner, that you're initiating, you're instituting, you're helping this change along. But it's also saying you need to ground yourself in everyday activities. And you're between worlds. You're between the old and the new. Some of you are between partners, lovers, jobs. Some of you are a lot in the spirit realm and then in the denser physical realm. But many of you, because this change is coming in, you recognize that there's a lot that's winding down or ending of the old. Let's do 1 more. And that the old is still there supporting you, and some of the old will come with you, but that there is new life awaits for you that hasn't yet come into form. Okay, crone of earth, you're getting this, look at the green. So this is about opening to abundance and manifesting what it is you need and want by being open to the changes that are happening to you, through you. 5 of water, this is where you are. There's been some loss and disappointment, and I do think there's some things that you wanted to have happen that haven't happened yet. This is the energy you're putting out into the universe. Okay, also soul story number 2 got this. So luck, chance, strategizing, you don't have all the answers. I don't know if you can see, she's kind of on a marble here. You're kind of flipping the dice. You're kind of just like, many of you, the change in the wind is you're kind of going, okay, I'm gonna go for this. I'm just gonna try this, see how this works out. So you might feel like you don't have much strategy. Some of you may seem like you have a lot of strategy, like you're really thinking ahead. Powerful meditation for you is to get out, whether it's if you're at the beach or a lake, out in the city, someplace where you can see across the horizon, and just begin to expand your awareness in regards to what it is you can do. Expand your belief in you, expand your destination. In other words, if you're saying, I want to receive or earn or whatever it is for you, $20,000 a month or $25,000 a month, then just say $30,000. I want you to expand. You're being asked to expand your vision of your life. If whatever it is, a lot of you, this has to do with the material plane, because the energy that's coming in is about manifesting. The energy from spirit is about manifesting. So 10 of air, so spirit is trying to clear your mind of past beliefs, previous beliefs and goals and dreams that perhaps are too small for you. Here's the issue, 5 of earth. You're not feeling that you belong. You're not feeling connected. And some of you, there has been financial loss. Some of you, there's been loss in relationship, especially because you've got 2 5s here for change. So you have gone through a lot of change, soul story number 3. Those 2 5s indicate 2 pathways, but they also indicate a lot of change, or there's been a lot of instability in your life, or you've been in a path, could be 5 months to 5 years, of a lot of change. Some of you, it's been the last year and a half. That it's affected you financially. Some of you, it's affected the body. So you're getting like kind of an overhaul. Spirit is really sending you this energy to kind of overhaul I'm like seeing the garden, like fertilizing. Like the plant needs like fertilizer, right? Needs water. Maybe needs to be transplanted. Here's what to do, brother of earth. Okay, so for one thing, get outside, move around. But it's also saying that how can you nurture what is growing in your life now? Or this new direction, this change in the wind, this change that's taking place. How can you nurture it, ground it, again, by everyday things, by everyday activities, your routine? But also, it's like you're learning something new. Or some of you want to learn something new. There's new growth here. And then we've got 16. Okay, so there is a shift here. Okay, we could call it the tower. Something shifts. I think the lightning bolt is more of your idea, and for some of you, your identity, how you're identifying. That's changing. You know, it's really hard to say because many of you may say, well, my God, I had such a limiting view of myself, or I didn't even, I didn't push myself enough, or I didn't think big enough. But no, because your life suited you before, and soul timing is divine timing. It's not by chronological time or earth time or by a certain age. So some of you are getting this major wake-up call to many of you to go in a completely different direction, or to do something different, or do it differently, or work differently, live differently. Or you're wanting something different even in relationships. Okay, let's go. 3. I don't know why I also get a lot of travel. I guess maybe because change in the wind. There's something about moving or changing where you live. Okay, here we've got the Queen of Pentacles. So you've got the Crone and the Queen. So how this new energy coming in, it's going to affect you by not only feeling better about yourself, but your circumstances improving, and you seeing that you are your own resource, that you have the resources. You can make things happen. You can create, okay? And the Emperor. So many of you, this is business. If you're involved with someone, they are very busy and focused on their business, is what I'm hearing. But for many of you, I feel the place that you're at is you're very, very focused right now. You're focused on the coin, making that coin, drawing that coin in, receiving it. I would say in your meditations and your affirmations that you don't always have to earn it or make it, but just be open to receive it. Receive the abundance, receive the money, receive the finance, have the financial situation improve. Many of you are looking at when and how am I going to move, or when will I have enough money to move, or the right amount of money, or some big purchases that are coming up. And there we go with the Tower. So something's broken, something's gone, but it's okay. It's part of the overall plan, is what Spirit is saying. It will reform. It'll come back to you in another way. And 8 of Wands, there we are, this movement, clearing the air, clearing those limiting beliefs, moving forward, opening the door, letting other people open the door for you, following through on people's suggestions that are positive and life-enhancing and leading you in a direction that you want to go in. So there is support, there is health coming, and we've got the Magician here. So the energy of the 5, so what you're shifting, you're shape-shifting in a sense. What you're shifting right now is that it's all energy. So that 5 of Pentacle energy, right? The 5 of Earth, of perhaps, again, it could be issues around your body, it improves. So your life is about to greatly improve. I guess I would say soul story number 3. Your health is about to greatly improve. Your life, your outlook, your finances, your body, your connection to your body, your house. Maybe you're changing things. Maybe you're getting rid of some furniture or buying new furniture or something new. It could be the smallest little thing. I don't know, but there's a lot of improvement that's coming in for you. So it's saying that what's going to be happening is the less ideal is getting more and more ideal. Things are becoming better and better. You're seeing that things are a process. And then we've got clarifying the brother of earth, the 9 of chalices, that 9 of cups. So for some of you, this is celebration. This could even be a birthday. There is some kind of actual celebration, I do feel. I also do feel that there is a releasing as you're seeing what's growing, as you're seeing just how far you've come and what you've overcome for many of you. As you're now seeing more of what you've overcome, you are starting to feel more fulfilled. You're actually feeling happier and happier. So many of you are following your bliss. You're blissed out. You're feeling happier, or you're feeling happy when you get to do more of what it is you really want to do. And then we've got the 7 of swords here. So that's partial success. That's saying, again, you're between worlds. So you're not quite on the other side. You're not quite in the new way of being, or the new world, or new house, or new job, or whatever it is. But you're on your way. Okay? Some of you may not feel successful, but you're on your way. And 6 of swords. So things picking up. So I would say for some of you, it's a positive change and reinforcement and acknowledgement, perhaps a confirmation of what you're doing in 6 days. Some of you, it's going to be in 6 weeks, where you really see some really tangible growth, tangible new direction coming in for you. But you are in between worlds, so you are in between. Do what grounds you while your world starts changing more and more. Okay, I know, it's human nature. We can feel things changing, or things have changed quite a bit, but they haven't changed all the way in the way we need them to or want them to, and so we want to push it. But you really can't. The change is coming. You're in your path to destiny. Fate is unfolding. Things are unfolding in their own time, divine timing, your individual timing. Okay, what's the message for soul story number 3? Oh, 7. 7th house, Cancer. Jupiter and Cancer. That's what I thought. Some of you find an amazing home, the right home for you. Some of you, it's a car that you've been looking at. And then you've got the 7th house. So this is partnerships, close, intimate relationships. Could be mentoring, counselor situation. Could be lover. Could be, they're more formal relationships. So it could be a spouse or someone you live with. But it also is talking about the other. So there's going to be benefit by other people. Other people are going to benefit you, okay? There's some good opportunities coming from other people. And you're going to see that you're attracting differently as you move into this. I have to show this card again. I think if you just look at this, I'm between worlds. What grounds me? I can't push for the new to begin yet. It's happening slowly. Things are happening, but I'm not all the way there. So how do I stay grateful? How do I stay humble? How do I stay open? How do I expect the positive, have a healthy expectancy, but not be overly focused on the results? Because I'm in my own flow, my soul flow. You're in your soul flow. Things are unfolding. You are changing. The changes, these are changes that you have wanted to have happen, are happening. I heard Austin, so I don't know if somebody's visiting there, what's going on. So, soul story number 3, let's see for you. I have faith and trust in the changes I'm making and the timing of these changes. And I ground myself in gratefulness as my world changes. All right, soul story number 3. Some of you may have stayed with me for all of them. I know some of you like to watch each soul story and then choose. And some of you say, it's just one. Some of you, it's more than one. So whatever it was for you today, I hope this brought some insight and understanding of your soul path to you. I'd love to hear how this unfolds for you in the comments. And if you'd like to connect with me further, ways to do so are in the description box below. I'll see you in the next reading. Take good care.